Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch and would like to purchase it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at JazzTime.com. Today, I'll be reviewing the Rolex Daytona Leopard, reference 116598 SACO. I'll tell you a little bit about the history of this watch, then I'll tell you about where it stands in the lineup of other similar Daytonas, then I'll tell you about the case, bezel, dial, bracelet movement, finally try it on and give you my thoughts. So let's start with just a little history. Now you're looking at this pretty crazy looking Daytona and wondering where did this come from? Well, it's called Leopard for a good reason. It looks just like a leopard, has the print of a leopard on the dial as well as on the bracelet, and it has these cognac sapphires that are in this orange color that is similar to a leopard. I guess it could have also been called a cheetah, but they decided to call it a leopard. But anyways, it was produced in 2004, so that makes it more than 20 years ago, and it had a run until around 2019. So that actually gives it quite a long run. It's 15 years. It's quite a long time. But it started to be less and less as it got closer to 2019, and there was not very many of them produced. How many exact, I don't know. I don't think anybody knows, but there's not a lot of them. There was not a lot of them being produced. So it's a pretty unique item, as you can obviously see, right? Okay, so that's just a little history. Now that where does it stand in the lineup of other similar Daytonas? Well, you have to think back to 2004. A lot of people were not collecting watches at that time, but I was. And so I remember in 2004 and 2010, 2015, around the time when this watch was popular, Rolex was making a lot of variations on the Daytona. Not like they do now. Variations on the Daytona now are very far and few between. There's a few off catalog, not many, but there are a whole lot of them during that time, which is 2004 to 2019. A ton. They did it in sapphires, and actually the variations that they have now in 2026 with sapphires and diamonds or rubies, they're costing more than $1 million. But back then, in 2005, 2010, 2015, when they did diamonds and such, they were actually even selling under retail. They were difficult to sell. Isn't that crazy? So if those same models were to come out today, they'd be selling for $500,000. It's crazy how that just a little bit of a change is still more or less the same watch. It's still the same Daytona, still the same gem setting techniques. Yeah, maybe a different movement, a few minor changes, but I don't know about, $1 million, $500,000 difference. Now, if this watch came out today, it would probably have a long line behind it, and it would be selling for hundreds of thousands if it was an off-catalog piece. Back then, it wasn't really doing that well, and I think if I were to guess, the reason is probably because Rolex was, they were always a big name, but watches in general did not have the kind of demand that they do now in 2026 that they did if you compare it back to 2005, 10, 15. Okay, so with that said, this is the Leopard. Now they do make a sort of follow-up to this. They call it the Eye of the Tiger, as some people call it the Eye of the Tiger. I'm not sure if that's the actual name of it, but there is a newer version of this, and it's the Eye of the Tiger. And that's, I'll leave that for a separate video, but because we're talking about the Leopard here. Okay, now you got a little idea of where this watch stands in the lineup, all right? And what kind of, let's start talking about the case and the bezel and get into it. The case is actually going to be more or less your standard Daytona case, and it's going to be 40 millimeters and the same thickness, around 12 millimeters thick or so, and it's going to be a chronograph and pushers, everything more or less like any other Daytona, except it's going to be like the other gem set Daytonas, where you have at the lugs, you have these diamonds set, and I've seen this in other gem set Daytonas. This is kind of how they did it. It's pretty unique. They put gems in the center, separated by these columns, rows of 2, 3, and 2, and so 3 rows going vertically. Yeah, pretty nice. It gives the watch, I think it blends the gems from the dial and bezel into the bracelet, so it doesn't just have an abrupt stop going from gems on the bezel to, you know, no gems on the case. I like that with this little step here. Okay, and it's all made of yellow gold, by the way. And then that's not the special part. The diamonds on the lugs, it's nice, but it's not special. The next part, which is special, is the bezel. The bezel is going to be in yellow gold. It's what's holding these baguettes. There's 36 baguettes, and there are cognac sapphires. Yes, that's right. Cognac is kind of a orange, brownish color, and it looks, I would say, pretty cool. It's actually what gives this watch the leopard look, to have these cognac sapphires. You know, without these cognac sapphires, it just would not have this leopard look. And I think anytime you add sapphires to the bezel, or these baguette sapphires, I should say, to the bezel, it really improves upon the look and really makes it stand out, makes it look ultra luxurious. This one's no exception. So you have the paired 48 brilliant cut diamonds on the lugs, as well as the baguettes on the bezel. Those are the gemstones. And then to really make this watch flare with a lot of attitude, Rolex uncharacteristically decided to put a leopard print on the dial. And that's what you see, these black and orange, and sort of, if you notice, it's not all one orange, it's sort of darker orange in the center and lighter orange on the side. And then you sort of have, then you also have diamonds on the hour markers, and actually you also have Arabic numbers on the 15, 30, and the 45 minute marker. So just a really cool way to display the watch, and the leopard is really, honestly, is one of a kind. I mean, you're not going to see this. I wouldn't say one of a kind, but it's very rare. Not very rare, but it's rare enough that you're probably not going to see another person having this leopard watch. Okay, and the dial is pretty cool, as you see, and it has sub dials. There's 30, 60, 90. Hour, minute, seconds, running seconds at the bottom, hours at the left, and minutes on the right, and then the long second counter. You start stoppage just like any other Daytona. Okay, let's look at the bracelet now. The bracelet here, as you can see, when Rolex is going to do something, they either do it or they don't. And here they decided, we're going to go all the way. We're going to make the bracelet, the dial, bezel, all in leopard fashion. So if, let's say you're a fan of leopards or wildlife, or just like to have something outrageous and, you know, crazy looking, this would definitely be up there. Probably number one choice if you ask me. And so the bracelet is no different. It's going to have this leopard print on it. Yeah, very cool. And of course the Rolex buckle on the end. Okay, the movement here, it's going to be the older movement. This is the movement they used at the time. It's a 4130. Now I think they use a 4131 or something like that. It doesn't really matter. You can't see the movement. The old movement was good. This movement is good. They both have 72-hour power reserve. Honestly, I don't see what the difference is. They've been using this Daytona movement in, you know, probably like a million Daytonas. Okay, and it's worked very well. We never get any issues with it. Okay, time to try this watch on and give you my thoughts. This one's not going to be hard to give you my thoughts. I think the leopard is going to be for someone who is really ready to wear something outrageous, crazy, cool. You know, and it can't just be your everyday beater. It's going to be something that is so for someone who's really ready to stand out and wear something that's out of this world, and want something ultra rare, ultra cool, totally exotic. I mean, the name goes on, and I even heard that big stars such as Nicolas Cage, Elton John, Steven Tyler. If you think about who these guys are I just named, these are all very eccentric, big stars, and they have worn this watch at one point or another. Maybe they owned it, maybe they, I don't know, borrowed it, I don't know, whatever. But they've had this watch, and to be honest, it totally fits their character. I could see that. So yeah, it's not for everybody. It's a beautiful watch, beautifully done. Even me, I think this is beautiful. It's not a watch for me. I would not be wearing something like this, but I'm not cool like those three people I just named. So if you are cool like that, then probably you could be wearing this. Also, women could be wearing it. I have seen women wear it. So look, the watch speaks for itself, and if you want to buy it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at jazztime.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on show more to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.